Hey guys, man, it's been a long time since I made a video, and it's been an even longer time since I made a good video that anybody wanted to watch. I thought I'd share with you something I've been working on over here. This garage door is new. This whole little space is redesigned. I am working on a woodworking shop, a place to put all my tools, to organize everything, to set up for power tools and storage and be able to do some nice woodworking projects. I'm getting closer to retirement, and it's kind of part of my retirement plan that I will work on building some furniture and doing some other things. I did build a 10-foot farmhouse table last year and took a lot of video. And once I got the project finished, it was just so much video to go through and edit. I never did actually do that or post a video, but if I get enough comments here from folks that might be interested in that, I guess I'd have to do that. Anyway, I want to show you what I've been doing. This is a structure behind my home that's been here since we moved in. It's 3 bays. The end over there, you can see the wall is open higher. That was originally designed for a RV or camper to go in that space. But the whole bottom part of the structure, 8 feet up, was completely open, and little 5-foot piece of wall at the top that came down. It's got 13-foot ceilings inside. I recently closed this last bay in so that I could make a woodworking shop. 8 feet of it back in the back there was already closed in, that they did at some point after the original construction. And then I decided to close in the entire thing. We've been talking about it for years, and I just never did take the time to get it done. Unfortunately, right now is not the best time to buy building materials, and I'm going to end up paying probably 65% more for just materials than what I would have paid if I had built it 2.5, 3 years ago when we first started talking about it. But anyway, been making some progress on it and thought I'd share it with you guys. And then obviously once I start working on the setup inside and design the actual layout of the shop and build the table and some workbenches, that there'll be other projects that'll make great content for the channel as well. Some of you may have started watching me because you were into blacksmithing, and I was doing some blacksmithing stuff for a while. I built my own forge. I think the last video I made for blacksmithing was actually when I bought a old anvil from somebody, but some of you may watch me or follow me because I do DIY videos and post some stuff online. So unfortunately, this is a little bit different thing, but I've always kind of been a jack of all trades, love to do stuff with my hands. So here we go. This is an insulated garage door that I picked up from Home Depot for, I don't know, 400 and something bucks it cost me. So it's kind of a little bit of a mess right now, but here's the inside of the shop. The space that you're looking at right now is about 15 by 22. The door back there goes into that 8-foot by 15-foot section that was already closed in. And got a bunch of stuff stored in there. So I built this 8-foot section of wall here at the bottom. It's got siding on the outside, plywood on the bottom here, and then a 4-foot section of pegboard all the way along this wall. Eventually there'll be workbenches along this wall, and a table here in the middle of the room, and workbenches along this wall. Like I said, we got 13-foot ceilings in here, so I'll be able to make some rack systems and different things for storage up high. So there's plenty of space in here for lots of projects. With the 13-foot ceiling, I ended up dropping in a beam across here to attach the garage door tracks to. Pretty sturdy, it works out pretty good for us. There was a problem back here with my electrical, and I ended up having to run a new line from the house all the way back here, which is about 175 feet. And just a cable to do that was pretty expensive itself. But I did install 2 dedicated circuits in here. So these 3 outlets are on a circuit. and I got 3 on the opposite wall. I put them up high so they would be above the workbench once the workbenches are put in, and then I put one in overhead here so I have power overhead. I separated the lighting in here from the rest of the lighting in the building. It used to all be on one switch, and then I also put an additional switch here for that lighting. So here's the shop, a little storeroom here. We got a bunch of stuff stored in there already, but you can see that I got a good collection of tools around here that need a home to live in. A drill press down there, and a mini lathe, and a bandsaw. You can see that we like DeWalt tools. Wish I could say DeWalt was sponsoring this video, but that would be crazy because I don't have enough followers for anybody to be interested in sponsoring me for anything. But some of these tools that were all just in different places in the house. And once I closed this in, I was able to bring them out here and get them out of the house. But the entire project was done with battery operated DeWalt tools. Because like I said, we had electrical problems. So my next project is going to be my table. This table was on my front porch. I used it last year to build the 10-foot farmhouse table that I talked about, and I just had that top sitting on these sawhorses. So it's got like a 2x4 frame underneath and then just a piece of plywood on top. You can see it's kind of dirty there on the end because it got wet and got weathered quite a bit. And I did get glue all over it when I was gluing up my last project. So I'm going to use that as the bottom shelf for my new 4x8 workshop table. And I'm going to incorporate my table saw into the table. There's a DeWalt Flex Bolt table saw over there that works pretty great. Eventually I'll probably get a AC power table saw with a little bit higher amperage, but that tool works really well. Probably have, like I said, workbenches along the walls on both sides, and then that big table here in the middle. So that's what we're working on. I just wanted to say hi to you guys and introduce. Like I said, I'll have several projects coming up. Well, I'm happy to be posting again. Hope you guys are looking forward to working or watching this project as we go along. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for watching. It's been a while since I've been here, but excited to get back at it. There'll be lots of content on the process of putting this whole place together. I'm sure I'll be working on the shop and making improvements for years to come, but the initial setup and building of this workshop table and then the workbenches along the walls and the storage that I come up with will all be shared here, as well as whatever small projects start to come out of this tiny woodworking shop for this amateur do-it-yourself woodworker. Thanks for watching. Please give me a thumbs up if you have not already. Please subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you guys.